The Nissan 240Z was a triumph of design, blending aggressive lines with muscular performance.
This one's been specially modified for racing, but many of the features that make this car a champion on the racetracks also make it an excellent performer in the street.
Its straight-six engine used to roar to life, propelling the driver into a realm of sheer motoring ecstasy. It was the epitome of Japanese engineering excellence, challenging the established sports car of its time. But Nissan didn't rest on their laurels. Oh no. They continued to evolve the Z car, refining its capabilities and unleashing the mighty Nissan 300ZX. With sleeker lines and a powertrain that had the bite to match its bark, the 300ZX solidified its Z status as a force to be reckoned with. Time marched on, and so did the Z. The baton was handed over to the Nissan 350Z, a car that oozed style and bristled with power. It embodied the spirit of driving pleasure, transforming every journey into a symphony of tire-squealing delight. The 350Z commanded attention, demanding respect from enthusiasts worldwide. And then, my friends, came the 370Z. The Z car evolved once again, embracing the modern world without losing its essence. It retained its sharp looks and exhilarating performance, proving that the Z's spirit burned brighter than ever. This was a car that reminded us why we fell in love with driving in the first place. And now, we're here. This is a car I never intended to buy, in a color I never intended to own. I daydreamed for a 1972 Datsun 240Z, and instead was met with a blazing yellow 2023 Nissan Z performance trim. So why are we here and why should you care? Well, because the internet has only seen this car do the bare minimum, and we want to change that. So, we could wide body it, modify it to oblivion to be the first one to make it undrivable, but instead, we're going to use it. We're going to decide if it's actually even worth its original sticker price. We hope you enjoy. Okay, so I have a confession. About 2 years ago, I was asked if I wanted to put my name in for an allocation on a Nissan Z. This was 2 years, I'm not even kidding. A year and a half ago, probably. No, 2, actually. And I remember thinking to myself, there's no way I'm ever gonna get this car. 1, because I know how Nissan works. 2, I know how impossible it is to get any of these cars before or at least during the same time as all the Cali boys are getting the cars. Like Dustin Williams got one, TJ Hunt got one. I'm like, there's no way. There's no way. And then all of a sudden I got a call from Nissan Bergstrom, and they're like, hey, by the way, you remember that one thing that you did like 2 years ago? It's here. It's right. It's right here. It's the actual Z that we put an allocation in 2 years ago, and it's real. It's actually real. This is a real car. I'm not kidding. This isn't like AI, CG, or anything like that. And on top of that, Pete was the one that actually got it for me. And Pete and I don't really have like a long relationship that we just kind of met through email, and that was it. How in the hell did you get me this car?
Magic.
I don't understand. I didn't even think it was real.
I think we got a little bit lucky.
Yeah?
But I'm glad it worked out.
Tell me about the Nissan Z. Like, this is, okay, so hold on. I got the key, which by the way, there's absolutely no difference in what the keys look like. I swear, keys are just so standard these days. It's a manual, and it's a performance, right?
Performance spec.
Pete, would it hurt you to know that I've never actually bought a new car in my life?
Really? Well, I bet this is the first one. You couldn't have picked a better car.
So for those that don't know, Bergstrom is located in Appleton, Wisconsin, and they pretty much own the city. Kind of sort of a joke, but not really, because they have 9 million dealerships, like all on the same road. Isn't this called like
Victory Lane.
Yeah, Victory. Yeah, okay. Well, I've had a 1976 Datsun 280Z, and the YouTube has always known that I've loved these cars. Now, what I'm really interested to know is the Nissan Z, at least from like the YouTube perspective so far, hasn't had that much love. Everybody keeps comparing it to like a Supra and all these other cars that are like $65,000, $70,000. This one is not, and I'm hopeful that we'll be looking at this car in MSRP.
We don't mark our cars up. We never have, never will.
So this is an MSRP Nissan Z.
Yeah.
Guys, I've officially peaked. We're buying a new car without a $25,000 markup, and I'm so excited. Oh my God, it's got the same Z logo from the 280. This looks so similar. So similar, even like the little windows in the back, and then it's got the sloped rear hatch. Pete, I'm so excited. When I looked at this car initially, what I was always worried about was the markup. And you guys know, that I'm not a fan of dealerships mostly all the time, because the markups are what kill these cars, at least for like automotive enthusiasts. You know, it's hard to get into them, it's hard to find them, and then when you do find them, getting markups are impossible. So we're actually gonna get our hands on a car that we'll be able to modify and drive and probably beat up, because I actually want to use this car at its original intended price. You know how mind-blowing that is? Look at it. It's so much prettier when it's the price it's supposed to be. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for every little aspect of these cars, because even like the teardrop headlight, that's like 260, 280 with the cover that was on top. I had a 280Z that had the headlight cover on it. Gives it that same sort of teardrop look. Even when you look at it from the side, like I know not everybody's a massive fan. They want this to be two-toned, right? They want the bumper and the lip to give that differentiation. But like even if you were to put a Z right next to it, like from 1976 or 1978, the only thing that this car is missing besides that car is that brash bar that you'd get across the front from the US spec, because obviously they cared about all of that. They had the bumper bars. Yeah, obviously it's 2023, so we don't have those anymore, but that is so cool. You give this car a little bit of drop, you give it a little bit of that color two-tone at the bottom, and you're pretty much gonna be ready, set to fire on the front end of this car. I'm so confident. I'm actually so confident that we're gonna make this look good, but the only problem is gonna be that I won't know how to drive it. Okay, so this is an Ikazuchi yellow, not dealer marked up Nissan Z that I'm pretty sure, oh, it smells new, guys. It smells new. Oh, it makes me so excited. I want to find, where's the button? Now, technically, I don't own it yet, but I think we're fine. Mostly because we will own it eventually. How do I, oh, that was easy. Is it gonna stay up under its own power? No, of course not. I've only got two hands, and this is a twin turbo V6 there, bud. Let's take a look at it. There it is. It's miraculous. All right, anyway, so let's talk about the car, because I am such an expert on this car that I only maybe need the sticker. This is a 2023 Nissan Z Performance manual transmission, 400 horsepower, 350 foot-pounds of torque, Exetti high performance clutch with launch control. I don't care about any of that. What are the options that I got? I got myself a premium paint with two-tone. I got myself $410 floor mats. Illuminated kick plate that was $500. Interior door scuff protection that was $210. What exactly does that even mean? Oh, is that this? Oh, that is that. This was $210. It feels so Nissan-y. Is that a good thing? I feel like it is, ish. My favorite part is that it's still a Nissan. Okay, hear me out. Still a Nissan, still incandescent bulbs, okay? Between Mitsubishi, Toyota, and Nissan, they're all doing the same thing, okay? And we got ourselves the Raise forged wheels. That's pretty cool. Upgraded brakes, and a very highlighter yellow car. Now here's the thing that is weird. That is where the design, I think, is what people are talking about that's missing from the front. That little black two-tone spat is nowhere to be seen on the front of the car. So we do definitely gonna have to fix that. I have to go and actually like pay for this thing eventually. That'll be later. I'm just excited that it's here. And the best part of it being here is the fact that it wasn't marked up. That is insane to me. That makes me so happy. My faith in humanity is restored slightly by literally only one dealer, because everybody else has still been a dick about it. But that is a non-marked up Nissan Z that we're gonna be able to actually drive and use. Now apparently it doesn't have any sort of warm up or like break-in period, but we will be nice to it for 494 more miles, because it only has 6 miles on it. This is either gonna be the best purchase of my life or an excruciating reminder that new cars aren't like old ones. But there is only one way to find out, and that is for you to come along with me on this journey of buying a Nissan Z that still has manual lumbar controls. It's okay, it's okay. No markup, no markup, no markup.
In the right place to move, in the right place for you. Always stay up all night, watch the neon light. Touch your ones echo numb, heartbeats like a drum. Feed your fantasy, give yourself to me.
All
right, so I guess after 2 years, we have a Nissan Z, a car we weren't planning on owning, but it's kind of a cool thing because it's a new chapter, the start of Martini Works, getting into a car that I've loved since I was a kid, and kind of like, I wanted to jump into a 280Z, now we have a new Nissan Z. So we're gonna do some pretty crazy stuff to this. I actually have no idea what we're going to do though, but we're going to use it. We are going to use it, abuse it, and give our honest opinion on if this car is either as shitty or as good as what people on the internet are making it out to be, just as a bunch of random guys up in Wisconsin. So let us know what you would like to see us do, whether that's track, drift, drag, or something in between. But thank you so much. I'm super excited. To make a jump like this into a Z is kind of a cool feeling for me, but I've never bought a new car before. I'm a little uncomfy. First start ever. Oh my God. In my life, I've never owned a new car, and I have not even driven this car yet. It's got 9 miles on it. I have not even driven. Guys, I'm so giddy. Like, this is the car I got into modifying cars in, was my Z. It was my Datsun. And I'm not even a Japanese tuner guy. Like, that's not that's not like my thing. I've always been, I don't know, a little bit of everything, but what a surreal moment going, you know, just sitting in this. I'm really nervous. I don't know if this is the right decision. I don't know if this is a dumb idea because we didn't even get started with Martini Works. But I'm confident. I think I'm speechless. I'm speechless. This is the first new car I've ever owned. Wow. Holy shit. Okay. Try not to cry. Hey!